versus a
number one seed, yeah.
number one seed / Illinois Invader, not necessarily regional Invader, but Illinois Invader. It's going to be another hype set for the crowd.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're getting right into it. I mean, hey, big. I mean, it may not be in many other regions, but KC, you know, known for being the states in the region to like first ban Steve Bigley. He's back. He's back. We've unbanned this character, so it's good to see him kind of come back in a big way. You know, I know that discouraged Onin from coming to a lot of events in the Midwest, but he's back with the vengeance here to try to show us his stuff with this zombie.
Yeah. So before we get into the action of the game, what do you think the acronym is in Onin's tag right now? If you know why I. That's all I got. Why I kilogram hours, you hero.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what that's canon.
That's what we're rocking with.
All right, getting back into it. No iron on deck for Onin as IceKnight is putting the pressure on from a safe but reachable distance.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Onin has just been playing super evasively. You know, it feels like a feeling out process, which, funnily enough, out of all the sets we played, I don't remember having this feeling of like, oh, I'm feeling out my opponent, doing this, and that. It's because, you know, we've entered another level of talent here, you know. But obviously, IceKnight just got to come out swinging, taking that stock. You can't really sleep on the kid. For sure, for sure. I'm not sure exactly what Steve mains think of this matchup. I would assume the theory is that Minecart kind of stuffs out a lot of IceKnight's, or excuse me, Greninja's approaches, including IceKnight. And then you can kind of swat with back air, but that does require you to have some materials. And I can see that Onin is not willing to pull out the diamond just yet. There it is. There you go. Yeah, just needed the time and the mindfulness to kind of pull it out there. But pokes with the water shuriken, seals it out with that forward air, but the dare giving some breathing room, but not for long. Jeez, IceKnight is just right on top of Steve here.
Yeah, no breathing room for you. We are suffocating right now with this water Pokemon. So much corner pressure, and you would think that there's no center stage.
Yeah, it's scary.
There actually isn't a center stage anymore, by the way. It's just two stages now.
Yep. But, I mean, IceKnight on a mission is just so scary because it feels like IceKnight can get into this feeling, into this mode where nothing is impossible. It's, like, insane.
Was that like a taunt, by the way, just intentionally missing the crafting table with down smash hitting on either side of it? Because if so, let's go.
All right. You know, kind of cruising through the minefield here of different blocks and minecarts. It's just slowly whittling down the resources of Onin, and now he has to kind of sit back and mine. And this is not the position you want to be in. You kind of want to be dictating the pace when you're playing Steve because you have so many tools to do so.
Right, but also you don't have any resources, so you don't have that freedom to get put in disadvantage. You got minecart down on the ground, and you still basically trying to get some iron. If you only ever have one iron on the deck, then you can never pressure minecart and anvil, which is part of what makes Steve's disadvantage so annoying. Yeah. That said, evening up the stock with a lot of pressure, Onin hasn't even needed to use these disadvantage options. Just got a crazy string into a down smash, and IceKnight's now on the back foot.
Yeah, and call Onin the 2014 Miami Heat because they can able to just pull out a whole another gear here in this last stock scenario.
That's crazy. What a crazy reference.
Yeah, I try.
Falling there as IceKnight is trying to get pressure back down, finding something, but getting reversal by an up air. The diamond is too scary. 83%. A Jake F smash right now will definitely kill IceKnight.
Oh yeah, the Jake smash is so deadly. It is persistent time.
Yeah, Anvil will do it too. That's so unfortunate. These aggressive defensive options. Onin went for a couple of like drop down from ledge, jump Anvil onto platform, which is like just so like such a crazy choice to use, or just jump off ledge with Anvil. And the choice that you have to make as IceKnight there is either back off and give Onin all the space in the world to come back, which is not ideal, or you have to try to read it and go and like fish for forward airs, which you can get punished on a falling forward air with get up attack or with like a jump back minecart in as well. So it's just too scary to ledge trap whenever Onin's going for those aggressive options. You need to condition a little better.
Yeah, and I don't know. It felt like that last stock something shifted. Onin just was not bothered by anything IceKnight was doing, and IceKnight had to play around so much that it just kind of just became overwhelming and found the sour end of that anvil. Because I mean, you pretty much laid it out, all the possible options that could have happened, and there was even more. It just feels like Steve sometimes has infinity at his grasp.
I like the idea of using TNT immediately, by the way, just to get rid of all of your dirt. You don't need those resources, and wood is going to be a little bit better, like more long-lasting. Allows you the opportunity to mine iron more effectively, get some gold and diamond before you lose your first stock. And losing your first stock is obviously not what's on Onin's mind at this point, only at 13%.
Yeah. It can be the furthest thing from it. Got gold on the mind and on the tools. Going to be swinging a bit faster with that frame advantage that the gold gives you.
Oh,
yikes.
That
Squashing the frog again.
Squashing the frog. That's so strong.
Oh, it's an infinite, baby.
That's tilting. IceKnight goes, what? It's gold. If you, that's what the tool that he's got in hand, right? Gold. So the knockback is so weak that you can actually go for that and you'll never hit the blocks. It's annoying.
That's so rough. And Onin with the fade back back air. And man, IceKnight is just looking hopeless.
Yeah, this is going to be a tall task to come back on this one.
Sheesh.
Oh my goodness, that forward smash.
What an emphatic way to break your tool there with that big old forward smash, but actually out of tools and out of a chance there. The up smash going to do it for IceKnight coming back into the game in a big way.
Yeah, super important to get that stock right there because if you lose your stock again, you're forced to play hyper aggro the entire time. And Onin gets to use all of the resources like iron, like gold, like diamond without having to worry about the recompense. But wow, what a straight combo for IceKnight to have massive advantage, and that's going to take the stock. Nice. What an advantage state. That was a 0 to death.
Jeez. Like I said, coming back in a big way, Kevin. IceKnight's really in the driver's seat, and I lost hope literally when I said in the other breath that when IceKnight's on fire, nothing is impossible.
No, another big momentum player. Loves these frame traps and these tech chases, and is so good at them. But I mean, Anvil.
That felt like it was literally out of hit stun. You really got to throw your hands up at that point.
Yeah, Okay, IceKnight still got a fresh stock, still got 68% down on Onin. You just have to find one more little bit of damage, like a little combo damage, and then down tilt into a forward air.
So does Onin. Just one more opening like that, I feel like
big.
Whoa!
Platform. That's crazy. What a combo. IceKnight, 1-1. This is a set.
Yeah, this is indeed a set. All of a sudden, Onin put on the hot seat because IceKnight throwing those scalding hot water shurikens his way.
Let me hit you with a little knowledge right now.
I love knowledge.
Are you ready for this? Okay.
Yeah.
The last time these two players played each other, they've only played 2 games. It was at the same event in 2022. It was Warp Zone, and it was the same. It was the same characters: IceKnight on Greninja and Onin on Alex, Steve. Actually IceKnight got double eliminated by Onin in that. 3-0s both ways. This is already further. This is already further than IceKnight's made it in this specific player-to-player matchup before.
Yeah, and I'm not shocked nor surprised. IceKnight has been playing insane so far in the bracket and looking to put another big win on their shoulders here. But obviously, Onin, #1 seed of the event for a reason. They are willing to hold down this crown very easily. They've done it time and time before, so they could do it one more time here at at Saturday Stadium 4.
I do like the small battlefield choice here.
Hello?
Oh. What?
Hello?
What? Who is that player? Yeah. IceKnight. 0 to death. 1 advantage state. All he needs.
The Shadow Snake was deadly a smooth criminal in every sense of the word. Onin put on the hot seat.
Oh, speaking of hot seat, thank you for letting me sit on this side of the couch so that I can jump up whenever I want. My God.
We are in it. We are really in the mixer here tonight.
This is the best case scenario against Steve at any given time, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's Steve has no resources, is down a stock, does not have gold or diamond in hand, only working with wood tools right now, and you have a fresh stock. What more can you possibly ask for?
You really can't ask for more other than literally seeing the game screen and you win. That's the only other advantage state that you want to see here. But speaking of advantage, Onin swinging and missing. I mean, sending out all these starters and just not getting any meaningful hits.
I like the TNT, but stalling out as IceKnight, waiting for that landing option. Yeah. Trying to chase, but that was a good air dodge from Onin. I love the dash back grab, keeps advantage safe for Onin. TNT connects.
Yeah, that was a huge hitbox.
They're both at even percentages, but obviously 1 extra stock for IceKnight is big. Woo! Tech back. That block's working for both of us.
Yeah, that was smart from IceKnight. You know, hit the Steve. They use this block to save themselves. Says, oh, I can play that game. Oh, that's big.
Very nice. Oh, can't find the follow-up, but does punish actually the next option. So Onin had another lease on life, and IceKnight went ahead and canceled that lease, didn't give 60 days notice or anything, straight evicted.
Yes, indeed. That aerial not killing is just going to be huge for IceKnight here. Can come back aggressively and kind of just maybe even finish off this game.
Oh, I really like that choice right there, thinking that up tilt combo was going to come out, so IceKnight was going to keep holding shield. IceKnight instead rolled and was able to punish it, starting a massive advantage state right here. And that just goes to show how much IceKnight is prepared for it.
Staying alive here, 169%. These type of percentages against Steve is unheard of.
Okay, Nair back air, just a nice little combo right here. What's the edge guard? We're just going to go for a ledge trap. Dash attack is always the choice as Greninja, but it doesn't always work for you, IceKnight. I understand.
Okay, tech at the block, heads up play, literally, but does get jab grabbed here. This is big damage. Obviously, Diamond's still on the table. Steve is one of the greatest comeback characters in this game, so you still got to watch out if you're IceKnight. Yeah,
you definitely have to be worried. 2 iron in the bank. That's the perfect amount of iron if you're on. And now we've got none, and this is really, really nice. IceKnight would love this, but of course we're going to be able to mine a little bit more. Actually, no mining tool available. Had to spend some time to mine, so we have no iron, but down smash does take the stock, and IceKnight's in dire straits now. Last stock off of that massive advantage.
This is not a story we are too unfamiliar with. I've seen Onin do 3 stock to 1 cutbacks.
Okay, let's go! IceKnight and Onin for a great set. Being unbiased is hard, man.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'm just cut out for this.
Just not built for this.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know Onin's experience with Greninja. I don't think there's a lot of Greninjas in general. Definitely not at the top level. Definitely not at IceKnight's level. IceKnight has Ridacious in region.
Oh, yeah.
To play against for Steve. And has played against Ridacious, I think, 36 times. 36 times in history, and has a 25-11 record on Ridacious. Massive winning record. Onin, obviously the best Steve in North America. Ridacious does not compare. Ridacious loses to Kilogram Hours and Nox Tim, random low-tier players.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ridacious is not catching strays on this stream right now. I'm sorry. But Onin does not have those same types of losses in the catalog. So it's really a matter of, is IceKnight's experience relevant here? So far, it's kind of looking like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, heads-up plays on the blocks, you know, avoiding some very common Steve setups. IceKnight's been playing this perfectly.
Trying to wall out over here again. Was not able to get TNT down to get rid of the dirt, so the dirt is still going to be an option. However, you do have more blocks in your arsenal. As opposed to getting rid of all of them and having to mine for more blocks, that's the payoff for using TNT early. And I think Onin's decided to not go for that payoff this time. Does find a nice TNT though, and early stock for IceKnight, unfortunately.
yeah, a bit of a flip on the script here in Game 3, as that last game we saw, you know, the 0 to death for IceKnight. This time, Onin gets a very quick stock and has a dominating lead.
Nair back air, keeping him off stage. Hydro Pump isn't going to do much here. Onin's trying to get back to the ground, does not want to have to use this 1 iron unless he absolutely has to. And unfortunately, that means that IceKnight's going to tech chase onto the platform. You should have used that iron while you had it in the pocket.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that read on the tech chase, and Greninja has such a good just full hop for that exact reason.
Walling out with back air, the diamond is just so scary. 67%, it won't kill unless you're at the very, very ledge. But, of course, it's still worth fishing for because then it allows you to mine at your own will with the diamond, which is massive resources. And then you just have to play the iron circle game. I get iron, I mine iron, I use iron, I get iron, I mine iron, I use iron. And so far, it's working out entirely as Onin wants. That down tilt stuffs out the recovery a little bit, waiting it out, just so patient. There's no rush. Expecting the roll-in, Onin was looking for that right now. Has to actually use the iron as their only block because all they have is 1 dirt in the chamber.
Yeah, this is tough. But the iron block is really all you need. 1 iron can get you so much, and that minecart does everything. And Onin looking to win this game.
Falling out of Water Shuriken, IceKnight plays around Water Shuriken pretty consistently, and with how short Steve's jump is, you would think that he'd play around it more, but he's desperate to get this kill, and he needs to keep the pressure hot while Onin doesn't have resources. Play the Water Shuriken game whenever he's got full resources. Not right now.
Yeah, and if Onin had more blocks, I think they would have been able to wall off the recovery and just curtains on IceKnight's hopes here, but
yeah,
just not enough resources.
In fact, no resources right now. Diamond and gold in the bank for the next stock, but Onin doesn't want to have to use anything as we still have a fresh diamond. 1 iron is all you need. We've talked about it before. IceKnight has to be prepared for that 1 iron to matter. Now 2 iron, now 1 iron. I'm just calling out resources at this point, because what else am I supposed to do? IceKnight, get back to stage!
It's just a lot easier said than done, as the Anvil even shield pokes, and eventually one of those back airs is going to connect, but not take the stock. IceKnight really only has 1 more chance at life, because 1 more big hit here is just going to be sayonara.
Okay, finding some nairs, going for a lot of vertical pressure, just kind of walking in on the pressure right now. It's all you can do. The drag down back air down tilt is big. That rage definitely allows for the kill, but 129% against 1 more iron is all you need. We've talked about it before. Onin takes it. They are now even.
Yeah,
2-2.
yeah. No, I mean, Onin has this peculiar thing of like being on that last iron and choosing the perfect moment where the opponent just overplays their hand because they see a small resource bar and just flipping the script on every opponent.
Stage bans here are probably Smashville, Town and City, and FD. And so we're going to go to PS2. Yeah, another very long stage, a fairly flat stage. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about a lot, actually. But ultimately, IceKnight choosing to go back to one of Steve's strongest stages does concern me for this matchup. I mean, PS2 is just it's an iron minefield for Onin to dig up. And you're already struggling to play around iron. And I think IceKnight's maybe thought process here is, I already need to adjust how I'm playing around iron. Let me just let him have all the iron that he wants. And I'm going to utilize the stage to my advantage this time instead.
Yeah, that's very big on a player's part. I mean, but a crazy wacky start there. A ballad of ice and fire as just we saw explosions of water shurikens. I don't know.
Yeah, Onin is starting to find their footing here. Going for a more linear game plan, mine up and then dash attack anytime that IceKnight breaks the lower blocks. And if he doesn't break the lower blocks, just be prepared for a higher jump in. IceKnight actually does find an opening there, but it doesn't lead to much. That's the issue. Just not a lot of damage off these aerials.
Yeah, it's rough, and obviously Steve has the damage in spades, so you're not really going to be trading with this character and feeling good about yourself.
Yeah. Still mining for resources here. Onin is utilizing the resources as they come up. Really not afraid to use the iron as it's available. No need to hoard it.
Yeah, you can't be, but gonna just cash out on a charged F smash. I don't know.
Snare combos here, the back air to get on and off stage. Yeah, the minecart just coming back. You don't even need redstone for that to work out, but in any case, Onin's up another stock here. Big combo. Drag down, and that should be it. Yes, very nice from IceKnight. Big combo. The crowd is feeling it. Remember, this is game 5.
Yeah, I was about to remark on how, Onin did a big combo, big situation call out to get the stock lead. But then IceKnight just finds the combo, finds these pickups. It's been so impressive to watch.
You're in the mind of IceKnight right here. You have to choose your openings wisely. You can't pressure Onin without a game plan. So IceKnight is breaking the blocks, playing a little bit more discipline, and again, not trying to force it around the iron. Whenever you're worried about a disadvantage of iron usage, you jump or you shield, and that's it. Don't go for an aggressive option. Don't trade with it. And IceKnight is looking a lot more polished in stock 2 than stock 1.
Yeah, this is true. Gonna have diamond on deck. Those axe up airs are not something you want to be eating here super early on, and that big back air. But obviously, IceKnight just needs that one opening. We've seen time and time again. You get that down tilt, and IceKnight does wonders.
Getting back to stage is difficult. I love that. Fall down to stage and then jump over the minecart. Just understanding that I know what you're looking for, Onin, and I'm ready to respond to it and react to it. Even if I don't get an opening off of it, I'm still in your head in some way, shape, and form.
Uh-oh. This is not a good state for Onin. No pickaxe whatsoever. So a lot of KO potentials off the stage, and you mine with that pickaxe, so you're not able to get resources back efficiently. And IceKnight's having a field day.
Oh, Elytra, that's going to be punished, right? I can't follow it just quite yet. The slide off is big! It's so big for Onin. It's so bad for IceKnight.
And pickaxe is back online, so both players have KO potential once again.
Oh, my God. Now IceKnight's trying to reset neutral, but it's just, absolutely mortified that he couldn't close off of that ledge trap, off of that edge guard option. Yeah. And now, down a stock, IceKnight is fuming.
yeah, you paid dearly for that scenario right there. Not capitalizing on no pickaxe. Onin's gonna make you eat your Wheaties here with that F smash, and one more anvil drop, not gonna do it. There goes up to back air. Onin wins it, game 5. Silences the crowd.
Some cheers, some scattered clapping, some condolences for IceKnight, but ultimately the crowd is silent.